All right, what's up, y'all? We back again with another live Q&A. There will be no free questions today. Maybe next time we go live. I'm gonna try to do it every other time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, as usual. And so we just gonna chill and see if we get anybody to come through. All right, let's see. Hey, Alexis, how you doing today? I'm going live from YouTube today, y'all. So, I can't type in the chat like I usually do. So you guys might have to look for a previous video on ways to donate in the description or whatnot. Cause yeah, I haven't done it from YouTube in a while, and it don't look like they upgraded to any of that technology we can get on the other platforms. Okay, let's see if I can go from a different account maybe. Let's see. I only thing I like so far that I've seen is that you can turn off the camera on here. But I haven't interacted with the new YouTube in a minute. So let me see. Um, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm only here for a few minutes though, y'all. Let's see. 1, 10, 25. So okay. All right. So we only got PayPal. I'm only here for a little bit today. So if anybody want to donate for any questions, the info is pinned. I think I'm just gonna do a general spread real quick while we wait. And if there's nobody that wants to get any questions by then, I think I'm going to end it. All right, so let's see. Collective message. What does the collective need to know for their highest well being? Okay. All right. What does the collective need to know for their highest well being? Now, this is a general message, right? So this may or may not resonate. Don't try to make it fit. All right, so there's going to be an opportunity in the near future for somebody to take action towards stability. This person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be, but what we're talking about is action related to finances. So somebody could be thinking about relocating, or this could just be a job interview, maybe even for like a promotion or something like that. Um, but there's a decision to make. So let's get into it and see. Show me this. And for some of you guys, this could have been a missed opportunity in the recent past. But I do see communication. I know we in Virgo season. It looks like, so if this is the opportunity to move for stability, the actual move could probably take place in Scorpio season. And now the choice may be just whether to do it or not for some people, and some it may be between multiple opportunities. Let's see. It could be fear of independence that's holding somebody back here. But I also see whoever this could relate to keeping this to themselves. And for some of you guys, this could be like a teaching position, or again, with this hermit, it could just be something that you are choosing to keep to yourself, or maybe you should until you make the right decision, so that your decision is based off of what you want and your desires and not someone else's doubt or criticism about the decision. But this phone call about this stability will be in this season, in Virgo season. Could be the second week. And then you may not hear from them for a minute until the end of September. So you might be feeling like, oh, well, maybe I didn't get the position. Maybe the interview didn't go as well as I think. But you'll hear back from them by the end of the month. And then that's when preparation takes place. But again, like I said, I don't think, well, no, October is not. So it's November. I believe November is when this move will actually take place. That's way more than I like to. Now, some of y'all may feel like, so, like I said, it's a decision to make. And some of y'all may have children, and maybe that is what you don't want to, maybe take the kids out during the school year. It just started and everything, but that may be something that's holding you back. It's like you got children, and so you're trying to figure out if it's the best move to make in general. Maybe you don't want to be away from your kid, or you don't know who you could trust to watch them while you get everything set up. So let's see. But I do feel like this opportunity could be good for you. And somebody may be worried about someone else's health, that, maybe you don't want to be away from this person. It could be an older male that maybe isn't doing well health wise. And so it seems like you making your decisions based off of everybody else, but not what is good for you. Okay, let's do a little bit more clarification. Again, I'm not here long, you guys. I'm just doing a general spread to see, to pass up time, basically. So if anybody wants to donate, that information is pinned. I'm not doing any free questions today. I'm going to try to do it every other time. I did it last time. Okay. Anything else for this spread? Intuition. Okay. And some of you guys, like I said, I feel like this decision is based off of financial stability. But some of you guys, this could be for a person, this could be for love, right? And financial stability could be a factor that's holding you back. So again, it's different for everybody. Oh, okay, Alexis, I got you. One second. So we got intuition, positive movement forward, love begins, accelerated motion. Well, patience first and then accelerated motion. And patience in this deck is 14. So, like I said, it could be while you may get this call in the next day or two, it may be the second week of September where you get this phone call. And then, like I said, you may not hear back from them for a couple of weeks. And but when you do, that's when everything kind of takes off quickly. All right. So that is the collective message. Just use your intuition to make the best decision for you. And like I said, while other people may be having a hard time, and while some of your decisions are being based off of other people around you, you cannot solely make decisions based off of everyone else because then you miss opportunities. All right. Your life is not to people please other people. It's for you to get the best out of the experience. All right. So, Alexis, in 6 interviews so far, and I just got rejected again today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Alexis. Um, okay. Yeah, the patient part. Okay, well, let's see. Depending on what you ask, maybe we can get to the bottom of that. Hey, everybody that came in. Okay, Alexis, let me see. So, or you tell me how many you sent for, just so we can bypass the. Okay, I see now. I see it. So go ahead and type your question when you're ready, Alexis. Okay, so far we just have Alexis in line for one question. If anybody else is interested in donating for a question, that information is pinned in the comments. I'm just here for a little bit, trying to fill some time. Sometimes I do free questions. We did it last time, so this time it's going to be solely donation based. But more than likely, the next time we go live, we will have some free questions. But Alexis, did are those jobs that you apply for genuinely what you wanted to do? Oh, it erased. Okay, no problem. I'm not in a rush. You the only person in line right now, so I know YouTube be tripping sometimes, and even if you're not being vulgar or anything, it'll just block your comments. Another reason we don't use YouTube directly anymore. Mm, I should never close that. Okay. I'm just looking to see what else new they got up here on YouTube. We just waiting for Alexis. We only have one person in line for a question. We are not doing any free questions today, but next time we go live, we'll do some. So you get 50 jewels for 99 cents, a 20 cent each. All the way up to 20,000 for 250. Yikes. I could never get over paying real money for something that's not real. It's just so weird to me. Maybe because of when I grew up. I don't know. Okay, she says, what do I need to know at the moment I feel stuck and like I'm not thriving in any area of my life? I'm currently doing cleaning gig jobs that pay horrible. Horrible for the things I have to see and clean up. I have to buy my own supplies. Like I am grateful and I don't want to complain. I want more for me in my life. Okay. What does Alexis need to know? What does she needs to know that will give her clarity about the direction she's going financially, career wise? What does Alexis need to know? Okay, so this is kind of looking similar to the spread that I did initially for the collective. So are you working through a company? Because you could be doing this for yourself. Like the company may add some perks like, you know, maybe information, maybe background checks. Maybe they don't, but background checks for safety reasons and things like that. But the Nine of Pentacles was showing up in that initial spread. This is something you could possibly do on your own and you could benefit more greatly from it. Okay, so let's clarify. Yeah, we have it here too. Okay, so let's see. Gotcha. All right, show me here. So one of the reasons why it's not working out is because this your heart not in it. Let's see. You have to find something that you're passionate about. And then you already have the mind frame of it being, you already have a certain thought and feelings towards what you're doing, and they're not positive either. So that's also creating the emotional and financial rift between you and what you're doing, if that makes sense to you. Let's see. Why the Ten of Pentacles? So you have to make a decision on what you want to do and start um, taking steps to go towards that. Let's see. Yes, that's why I've been applying to jobs I actually want to do. Gotcha. It's still marked. So again, I do feel like that first spread could have been very much connected to you because I'm still getting October when I see this Ten of Pentacles. We actually have multiple tens here. And we go right into the Six of Swords. And it's here with the Page of Pentacles, which is, adventure, creativity, and things like that. It seems like you holding back a lot on taking action on things that, and like I said earlier, it could be a bit of fear that's holding you back? Because I feel like there's other things that you would like to do independently that you holding back from. Let's see. Keep getting rejected. Oh, wrong deck. Hold on. Let's go deeper into this and see what we can uncover here. Because it's coming up with the Five of Swords, which is motive, by any means necessary, and then under that is the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So while you're working hard and while you know what you're doing this for, it's still here like you are not being honest with yourself on some level. So I'm gonna have to go back and see what that is. And then you have your awareness on, at this point, it's become, like you said, you keep getting rejected. It's become an expectation at this point. So you just kind of keep getting more of that. I'm sure it didn't start off like that. Um, and maybe even further back than this stint of this 2 months of trying to find a job. You know what I mean? Your awareness is on burdens. So we got awareness, new beginnings, and disruption, which will be the tower. And it just seems like your old reality is trying to keep you in the old reality. So every time, even when you have your hopes up and you're looking at things positively, little things keep happening, like the rejections, to kind of keep you in this disruption, in this illusion of things are not working out. So the advice so far is to keep ignoring this 3D. You have to keep your eye, your awareness on your end goal. So if what you really want to do right now is find a job, regardless of what's going on, regardless of the rejection, you have to keep focusing on the end goal. So let's see what else we can get out. So like I said, when you're doing these applications and you do the interviews, you are in this place of new beginnings, hopefulness, and then the rejection, disruption comes, and then immediately is back to conflict and defeat. But I didn't even see that one. Then we have foundation and achievements. So you just have to keep your awareness on that foundations and achievements, regardless of what's going on outside of you. But based off where you are energetically right now, I do see October being really good for you. Not to say that between now and October there won't be relief for you, but this is where your end goal is currently. You can change this, energy change all the time. The more you keep your eye on the prize, the closer and the quicker you'll be to the end goal. You know what I mean? I go into the interview positive, then I have to recover from rejection. Exactly. So you have to be more unmovable. You have to ignore that tower. You can't let rejection or undesirable outcomes take you out of the hopefulness. That's the trick. Let's see. What deck should we use? Let's do Moonology to get confirmation on the timeline. So when I do these readings, it's basically showing me where you are now in connection to your desired outcome. Conclusions are within reach. Have faith in your dreams. What else? I know, right? It just takes practice. Just like when we learning how to spell, we learn our ABCs, or we start a new job, and we got to learn the new processes. It take practice. You don't necessarily go in there expecting it to exactly know what to do or have the lay of the land. Look at the bigger picture. Like I said, your end goal. Your end goal is to get a position that has X, Y, and Z. Be very clear on that. And regardless of the no's that you get, don't let that shake you. Let's see what else we get. We also got the energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like you're going to get a phone call for, I feel like this particular interview that you have tomorrow will be the one that calls you back. Okay. Because like we said earlier, I see, and we ended with a new start is coming. I see the communication, the eight of wands, that's fast incoming communication. And with the knowledge that I have now that you have an interview tomorrow, um, I believe that this could definitely be the interview that gets you closer to your end goal. So again, even if you don't hear from them for a week or two after this interview, don't start thinking anything opposite of what you already said is going to be. Okay, so yeah, the energy is gaining momentum and a new start is coming. Hold your vision. These decks have plenty of cards in here. It could have been any other card in here that would say the opposite of what I'm saying, but all these are lining up to don't let the 3D knock you off your square. Don't let it convince you that you're not going to get what you want. Okay. Nothing is just set in stone and it's time to take action on the back. The answers you need are coming. So, since this card is saying nothing is yet set in stone, I need you to be very clear on what you want and not to waver. If this is the job that you want, you absolutely want it, then claim it already. Go in that interview like you have it already. Leave that interview like you have it already, okay? So I hope I was able to give you some clarity on that, Alexis. You got this. And if it's some other position, you won't apply to that one. But I'm always applying, so I always have more interviews and options. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just make sure it's something you want, you know? If you know that you can have anything you want, you're going to go after the best option that you want. You know what I mean? It won't be no limitations. So go off, get after the best option and claim it as yours. I do not care what happens in reality. Just keep telling yourself, keep moving like you have that position. You're welcome. That's what the 3D does. That's what those thoughts and feelings do. They try to convince you that what's outside of you is real when the only thing that's real is what's inside of you, the things you tell yourself, the things you believe. Okay. All right. I don't have anybody else in line for a donation. I'm not doing free questions today. More than likely, the next time I go live, I will be giving out free questions, but not today. I'm going to end this video in about 5 minutes or so if nobody else wants to get a question. And I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out and listening. I hope everybody has a great day today. Well, I know y'all will have a great day today. Let's see. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Who you talking about? I hate Thug. Amber. So I told her that Young Thug blackballed Rich Homie Quan. Okay, y'all. I waited. If you're interested in a free question at some point in time in on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.